Well, if you're watching this, then you know something is about to go down. Well, something went down this Sunday, the 26th of September. On 26th was the event organized by Road Warriors. And yeah, I was so excited about this event. I mean, it's been, I think, 1 year without vlogging. And so I was so excited, coming back to the superbike action after 1 year. And I was so excited, I even posted a story on my Instagram showing how I was excited, with the surprises that the superbike racers had in line for us. And unfortunately, it didn't happen. There was disappointment, there was anger, there was controversy, and the most unfortunate thing, there was brutality. Brutality against the sport. It's dark. I never thought I would get to see this day. I never thought that this dark time would ever happen in the history of this sport. And so on that day, racers were ready, fans were ready for this event. And just before the race began, the police showed up. Of course, the event organizers tried to negotiate and tried to find out what really was the reason for their presence there. However, they didn't want to listen. And the most interesting thing is that they didn't have proof that showed why they were in the venue, which is a private property, which is the Whistling Morans. When they were served with the court order, I think that's where all hell broke loose. So the police were led in launching tear gas to the fans and to the racers. And what is most heartbreaking is that they also used live bullets.
Live bullets.
Yeah.
They shoot.
Is this an environment for something like this?
They shot. No one was protesting.
It's very shocking. And unfortunately, in that process, a child was injured. It's it's so sad that had to happen. And yeah, before long, of course, the police left.
Instead of coming home with a trophy today, I come back with a tear gas canister.
And that's when the controversy starts. So this then begs the question, what actually brought us to this moment? This is what happened. This is a disclaimer that whatever I am sharing with you right now is based on facts, and only facts from the proof that I have received over the series of events. So on 20th of September, a letter was written to the Ministry of Sports from the Motorcycle Sports Federation of Kenya, of which I am not privy to the contents of that letter. However, on the 23rd of September, the Ministry of Sports responded to the Motorcycle Sports Federation, confirming that the event is not endorsed by the Motorcycle Sports Federation, and also that the event did not meet the COVID protocols and regulations. And so the ministry banned this event. And so what followed on 24th of September is a notice to all competitors and clubs that declared the event not sanctioned and endorsed by the federation. And so in efforts to try and mitigate the situation, the event organizers pursued and got a court order which allowed them to continue with the event without interruption from the Ministry of Sports, from the Federation, the Motorcycle Sports Federation, and the police. And the police in this order were asked to enforce the court order. Isn't it interesting that the same institution that has been trusted and asked to enforce the court orders is the same institution that goes against it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when there's no unity and no support for the sport, which begs these questions. Who called for this insanity? Who called for this brutality? And why? What could be the reason? Is it ego? Is it greed? Or is it just envy? I mean, it's just so interesting. Who is it? Come to think of it, is it someone in the sports ministry? Is it someone in the federation? Or is it just someone within us? I'll leave that for you to answer. And meanwhile, let's wait and see what the courts of Kenya have to say concerning these events. And in order for this not to happen again, this is a call for unity. Unity amongst us fans and the bikers, the racers, those who are within the federation and even those who are not in the federation. For the fans, let's continue to support this sport of superbike racing in Kenya. I mean, we have come a long way over the years, and it will be sad to see some talents like Evans Acid Boy going down the drain because of some of these scuffles, some of these grudges that we have. Let's continue to go to these events. Let's support our very own talents from Kenya to the world. To our bikers, let's also be together. I mean, let's leave these grudges behind. It's been paining this sport for quite some time, and I don't think this is the right way to go. This has gone too far, and so we just have to get our things right. Let's be united. Let's grow this sport together for the coming generation. I mean, for me even to do this channel, it's not just for me, it's not just for you guys, but it's even for the coming generations to see what we worked for and what we've labored to make this sport the sport that it is. And I know I don't address this particular group of people, the event organizers. Let's try and make these events work. Let's try our best to make these events work. And by that I mean, if there are issues that need to be addressed, whether it's about following the right procedures, please, let's do them. Because I mean, let's face it, you are the guys who bring these events to us. I mean, you guys are in charge of giving us or sharing with us this experience. And it is an example to other sports disciplines on how sporting events should be organized. Oh, and before I forget, let's all be kind to one another. Let's be careful of what we say to each other. Some of the things that we say can be very detrimental and can hurt someone, not just emotionally, but also mentally. And that may be very hard for this sport to grow. And in conclusion, thank you to everyone who has supported this sport. We've come a long way. Even when I started this YouTube channel, it's been a great journey, and I don't think I want to stop working with you in this journey. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Do the Gang, for those guys who have watched my videos. And yeah, you can comment, tell me what else you'd like to see in the channel. Goodbye, stay safe, and ride safe.